how did you get into the credit game, the finance game, the funding game, and just give a little bit of background on how that occurred.
All right, so I'm from it would say DC. That's the best way to say it. But
Chocolate City.
Little town, you say Brandywine, but
Okay.
everybody knows DC. So I got into the credit space because I'm 35 now, but I bought my first house when I was 21.
Come on now.
And just learning about financial literacy, right? These are things they don't teach in school. So I felt like, you know what, let me go ahead and just spread the wealth to everybody else, you know.
Big facts.
Let me see, I don't know how far we want to take it back, you know. So I just realized how important credit is. A lot of people, like I said, they don't know about it. When I first started buying my house at 20 years old, I realized that credit score is not the most important thing, right? Because I had a 730. My bad, a 738. First time I came in, they told me that I was denied, right? I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, why am I getting denied, right? Yeah. Come to find out it's about the credit profile.
Well, I get that. Yes.
So yeah, they pretty much told me exactly what to do. And during this time, you know, Obama, he was the president.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this thing's called the first time home buyer's credit. So
I wish they had that one, Obama.
Yeah. So we talking about I think this was what, 2009. Yeah, 2009.
After everybody was saying my president is black.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, 2009.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, they told me that you're not approved. So they told me exactly what I got to do. Say go get this Capital One credit card, build up your credit profile. Came back 6 months later. Like I said, a little bit after I turned 21, I was able to get into my first house. But things weren't always good, right?
All right.
So got into the house, I had the cars and everything, and then just like I wasn't making a lot. Started falling behind on some of my bills, right? So I'm just kind of like breaking down the story of like how I ended up getting into the credit game, right? So having everything, used to have the parties, like I was like I said, the life of the party. Like I was 20, like being 21 years old, I ain't had no facial hair. They had no facial hair. Like we beard game in here, but I ain't had none of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Neighbors used to knock on the doors. I'm like, man, is your parents home? Like, is your parents ever home? I'm like, nah, I own this house.
Come on now.
This is mine. You know what I'm saying?
That's big. That's big right there, man. That's big. When I was 21, I was proud of the Mazda RX-8 and a bottle of Ciroc. Yeah. But like, golly, my man had a whole Christie.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah, initially it was just an investment for me. I ended up being there for a little bit over 10 years. But just, fast forward, like I said, I wasn't making a lot. Fell behind some of my bills. And this is the crazy part about the story, right? I had a crazy ex, right? A crazy ex decided she was going to break up in my house. Literally, this was about a whole year later. Remember the day, it was Valentine's Day. She came up in my house trying to say, hey, look, I left my, I think it was an Xbox controller or something like that. She left at the house. Something slight.
Yeah.
That's always something. Mind you, I guess I had a whole nother girl that was inside the house, and it was Valentine's Day, and I was like, nope, you can't come in.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it was snowing and everything too.
So perfect weather.
So anyway, I guess she gets mad because she couldn't come inside the house, so she ends up leaving, coming back. Now she starts stalking me. She's stalking me, seeing the time that I leave for work, right? And then one day, like I said, she came in, she destroyed everything. She destroyed my truck. I had a Tahoe at the time. She destroyed the truck, cut up the seats, and by them cutting up the seats, that's where the airbags and everything are, so they consider it being totaled. So mind you, her doing all this, I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even tripping, to be honest. Because yeah, like you said, you talking about, like I said, the president, the land president is black, right? He was riding an Escalade. That's exactly what I wanted, was an Escalade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the problem came in is now I'm going to these dealerships, trying to go and get a new car. Like I said, the insurance company, they say, listen, here's a check. We paid off the vehicle. You can go ahead and get your new one. But now at this time, credit score dropped down, right? Paying some bills.
Right.
So just being able to, going from having a house, getting approved for a house, and now these creditors, these lenders and stuff are telling me, no, you can't get approved for this car. Or the ones that were approving me were giving me like a 29% interest rate. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy, right?
Right.
So finally, it was crazy, right? So finally, a place, it was called Sierra Auto Finance out in Virginia.
Shout out
they
to
went
them.
on, yeah.
Look out for them.
So they finally go ahead and they approved me, right? And I was cool, I was happy, you know what I'm saying? But I said to myself, I never want to be in the same situation ever again. So from that point on, I started learning, right? I think I even paid somebody, I paid somebody to fix my credit, but it end up being nothing, right? So, you know, make sure I kept, you know, good on my credit, didn't want to mess up nothing, you know, payment history, everything's good. So let's say fast forward to 2020, let's fast forward to 2020. You know, I'm saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just get myself a new house, right? Go ahead and get myself a new house. I'm in the process of everything, but like I said, COVID happened. Mm-hmm. My job was working at Comcast. Comcast was paying me good. It's paying me a lot of money, right? It's paying me like, you know, $120,000 a year. Now, what came down was they calculate your overtime.
Yeah.
They calculate your overtime and everything on it, but because they cut OT, like literally everything was cut down. Now I had to figure out what am I going to do to make this additional income, right? I tried to like tint some windows and stuff on the side. That was really, that wasn't really cutting it. You know, I was really working like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
So